D1 says he did not like that Joey Badass battle. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe and notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I am conflicted. I've said this before. I've done a video on D1 before. It's a love-hate relationship with his message, and it kind of reeks to me of some type of gimmick. I'm just going to be honest. I see D1. I follow him on social media. I feel like he's a nice enough guy, right? I feel like he, to a degree, means well. And I feel like some of this stuff he truly believes. I feel like he's misguided in his approach to some of these things because unlike D1, I feel like this is hip hop, okay? I feel like, in my opinion, if the message he's given is true, he shouldn't be rapping at all, okay? I'm just going to be honest, Mr. D1. And I got an article here because I'm going to figure out why he don't like it. I saw a little clip. I never got to investigate why he don't like the battle. I got an article right here that's going to tell me. But before I read this article and we have a conversation, Mr. D1, to meet me man to man, hip hop, this is my shit. And you used to be into this shit too. But all I see now is you telling us how bad it is and how bad the rappers in it is and how bad what we talking about in it is. But at the end of the day, gang, this shit was started because shit was bad. We're talking about things that are happening because things are bad. And it ain't never got no better. This is what it is. So that's why hip-hop is. That's why we reflect the drugs, the guns, the violence, the misogynistic tendencies. Because hip-hop is speaking about the society we live in. And if you can't handle that part, then you shouldn't be rapping at all. You can't rap to us and tell us how we wrong and how bad we're doing when you're using our culture that we created that was in a bad environment in the first place. Okay? Just gonna be honest. I don't understand. To me, I almost feel like coming out against everything all the time, like some type of clergy or some nun or some priest or something, like you're always telling us we doing something wrong, and it's always you shouldn't be, you're wagging your finger. Gang, that's some substitute teacher shit. I'm just gonna be honest. And like I said, he's a nice enough guy. I have no real problem. Shit, when I come to town, we can go sit down, have a steak or something. I don't know if you're vegan, he might be a vegan or something. We can go eat something, right? Have a drink, have a discussion, do an interview. We can talk about this, right? But I feel like, to me, and I need more clarity because I'm a God-fearing man too, right? I don't pin everything on God don't like this, God don't like that, because I know God put us here for a reason. We have things to learn and to take away from this place and to give to this place. It ain't never supposed to been perfect. And we're not supposed to be rapping like it is perfect. And we ain't supposed to be talking about each other down either all the time, especially when niggas is trying. Okay? So I never understood this angle that rap is so bad and hip hop is so bad and they ain't legends. Why are you calling them legends? I never got none of this stuff. I'm like, if they ain't legends, then what you on here for? Why you rapping then? If the legends that ain't legends, then rap ain't legendary. So what are you rapping for? I don't understand the always the constant finger wagging and making it like we always wrong. This is a competitive culture. This what we do in hip hop. From day freaking one, guy, we've been battling in this thing. We've been battling breakdancing. We've been battling as rappers. We've been battling as DJs. Battling is the core of this. This is where it comes from. The very first day, let there be light. The next thing the nigga said was, let there be some battles. If this was, we talking about the hip hop gods, right? So simple fact of the matter of hip hop was created in a state of competition. So as you keep always saying, is this, that, and the third, okay, yes, violence gonna happen. Violence gonna happen with or without hip hop. Before, one dude was saying one rap, niggas was killing each other. All right? So let's stop with the nonsense that somehow rap is making it worse. The circumstances is making it worse. Yes, some rap is bad. Some rap is great. We got some uplifting rap, so it ain't all bad. And now, based by your standards, We should all be listening to the flower power rap. I love you, girl. Huh? Let me make some beats for you. Like, it should be some super sexy shit all the time, gang. Like beautiful flowers and butterflies. Life don't work like that. And the narrative that's always, what we doing is always wrong. Always wrong. I feel like if what we doing is wrong, you shouldn't be rapping yourself. Because this is the nature of what we do. We do. Let us accept our fate. This is what we do. I'm not buying the constant finger wagging and making it like we always wrong. But I'm gonna say this right here. Let me read the article and see if there's something I can discern from here of what D1 is saying, right? D1 explains dislike for rap battle between Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn, and more. There have been over 20 records released by several artists in the last 5 months. That's a lot of records. I'm just gonna be honest. Let me keep this pushing. Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn, and more have been setting the internet ablaze this year, particularly over the last week, with their regionalism-motivated rap battle. D1 recently took to social media to explain why he's not a fan of the exchange. Quote, peace and love to all these brothers. You heard me. Respect to their talent, but we can do better, the 40-year-old rapper said in an Instagram video. And to all the fans and the industry people that's cheerleaders on the sidelines for this, why don't you cheer just as hard for these brothers when they're not having beef with each other? I think that is pandering. I think that's some BS. This is hip hop. People wanted to have a hip hop battle and they got it. You're making it like, oh, won't you clap for these guys? Well, these guys, when they make their music, we will. I've listened to more music from these guys than I have in a long time. I already listened to Joey Badass music. Daylyt wasn't making a whole lot of music like that for me to hear. And I'm just finding out about Ray Vaughn thanks to the battle. Let me keep this moving. The New Orleans artist expanded his argument to cover the racial elements of it all. He took issue with the non-black people finding entertainment and the dysfunction of the black people by the way of lyrical jousting. It's hip-hop, gang. I don't know if you know, but the whole world is watching hip-hop at all times. Hip-hop has moved across the entire planet. They're rapping in Arabic. They're rapping in everything. Every language. It ain't just black people rapping. Hip-hop has moved everywhere. Japanese rappers. There are rappers everywhere. Sweden, everywhere. And they like to see a good battle. I know you want to make this racial, but some people just like to see a good battle. Let me continue. As for the black people who also enjoy rap battles, he asked them to consider the cost of when the tension leaves the booths and potentially affects people's well-being. He also expressed disdain for those who try and stop that from happening. So, the white people can't like the battle. The black people can't like the battle. So we're not supposed to battle. Got it. Let me continue. These people be trying to micromanage beef. That's how you know this stuff is fake. We want y'all to diss each other, but just don't let it get off wax, right? We don't want it to turn from beef to bullets. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. But let me continue. And most of the time it doesn't. I don't know how many lyrical miracle rappers started fist fighting in the streets because of rap battles. Let me keep this moving, gang. But y'all say, no, keep beefing. Just don't let it get serious. Nope. We smarter than that. And I understand. If I'm a substitute teacher and I see the kids over there battle rapping and it's getting a little aggressive, I'm going to get a little nervous too. I'm going to get a little concerned. I'm going to keep an eye out. And I'll probably go over there and stop it. Hey, Jermaine, get the class, right? If I don't understand what's going on. There's a lot of people that are rapping because they don't want to shoot somebody. There's a lot of raps that have happened that have made people become really great friends. Ab-Soul and Joey Badass are great friends because of rapping. At the end of the battle, Daylyt bigged up Joey Badass and called him the King of New York. He celebrated everybody that involved in the battle. He was smart enough to do that. It didn't end with nobody getting killed, and I'm almost certain they're going to end up doing music together because we smarter than that now. I almost think that this stuff is almost a gimmick. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like if everybody's turning right, he got to go left. And then like, yeah, he's right, da-da-da. This is pandering, in my opinion. Like I said, we can have a sit down, have a conversation on camera. But to me, this hip hop is way too serious, and life is scary, gang. I can just walk down the street and somebody could run me over with their car. The school shooter, anything could happen to you. It ain't just because you rapping. So stop putting that on rap like violence can erupt. Like it can erupt in either way. Violence can erupt either way. It ain't about because they was rapping against each other or they wasn't. So we got to stop putting this on hip hop like all this shit gonna go down. Let me keep this moving. His caption summarized his qualms as well. I see it so clearly now how we get used from other people's entertainment. That no one made them do this. No one made them do this. Let me continue. Because they rarely ever cheer as hard for us when we're not beefing. And 99% of the time, the issues between artists aren't even that serious. But the results of the beef often are. This ain't hip-hop, that's hypocritical hop. Okay, so if we're talking about drill music that's already in the streets, they bring in the street beefs that already exist onto the songs, that's a different animal. That is not rap, hip-hop that we got going on with Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn, and Daylyt. That's not this. And Reason and all these other guys, CJ Fly. That's not this. People understand what this is. This written by somebody who don't understand it or wants to pretend they don't. So all of the older parents, right, can see Dolores Tucker act and be like, yeah, we need to listen to him. No more battles. Imagine a rap world with no more battles. You can't, because it ain't going to happen. And a lot of times these battles will stop a dude from having a real beef. So when I see you, I'm going to do this and that to the third to you. Once you lose a rap battle, you're humiliated. So then you're like, shit, let me just mind my business for a while. Let me get back to the music. But if you keep going on like, yo, if I see y'all, and then y'all just keep going back and forth, I'm better than you, and you never freaking battle out, it might turn into fist fights. It might turn into stabbings and shootings. Right? Let me keep this moving. It's a way to de-stress the situation. You release steam when you get that battle rap off. You get all of it out your system. I guarantee you, had Pac lived, him and Biggie would have been cool again. I promise you. And Pac didn't die because of no rap battle. Before you get started with that bullshit. Let me keep this moving. Joey Badass set off the series of diss records in January on The Ruler's Back, where he quoted Jay-Z and said there was too much West Coast D-licking. Daylyt and Ray Vaughn fired back a week later on behalf of their coast. CJ Fly jumped in to stand up for New York, and now in his latest week, there have been songs released by West Coast reps Reason, AZ Chike, and Hitter J3. Plus New York wordsmiths Kai Cash and Really J. Wan, the latter of whom Jadakiss' son. Coincidentally, this East Coast versus West Coast feud comes just a year after Drake and Kendrick Lamar's battle, which no one died. Let me reiterate that. No one died in the Kendrick-Drake rap battle. Drake and Kendrick actually made money, a lot of money off this battle. Let me keep this moving. Which was heavily influenced by the California resident support of the Compton rapper. Months after the back and forth settled, K-Dot shared an untitled record where he referenced D1. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. F these dudes, it'll just show up just what a prayer would do. I want to be empathetic. My heart be like D1, but I will. It's time. Get these devils out the way. Heavy metals on my soul. This is what I want to say about this situation, right? I feel like I'm just going to say this and really be 100% honest. I don't know if D1 means well. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know if he means well. I don't know if D1 is being genuine with this. He could be, but in my opinion, you can't rap and have a disdain for all of the rules of rap. Let me say that again. You can't be a rapper and hate all of the things that rappers stand for. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. The only way to succeed in rap, let's make this official. The only way to succeed in rap is for people to believe you, for one, for two, for you to come off in a strong way, right? almost aggressively, if not full-on aggressive and powerful. That's the only way you get taken seriously in this rap thing. And D1 does that when he raps. He comes off strong and aggressive, manly, right? He's not saying the same things, but he's standing on something 10 toes down. Well, that's part of the culture. And that's what we do in this culture. And I'm not gonna let nobody come along and make it like everything we stand for is wrong. Right? Even when you're gonna say you're doing it for God, God is with all of us, not just you. Right? And that guy that's spitting them bars about XYZ, that's not conducive to what you're spitting, God is with him too. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And he may look at the world differently than you. And he may spit his stuff differently than you. It don't mean you got to come along and shut him down and make it like he's doing something wrong and have all this gloom and doom stuff all the time. Like, tell us something positive what we doing. Right? I don't know if I ever hear this dude genuinely say, okay, this is what rappers do well. You're not going to be an overly aggressive parent that's like, you can never fall on your knee. You can never punch somebody. You can never pull somebody's hair. Kids going to do kid things. People going to do things that ain't perfect. But I don't think we're being imperfect. I think we're being exactly who we are. Everybody gets the right to tell their story, and they don't got to tell it like you tell them to tell it. And they don't got to tell it in a soft, nice, buttery way that makes everybody feel all good inside. And I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I'm going too far with this? Do you think that I am out of pocket with this situation? Or do you look at it like D1 got a point? I know a lot of you going to say D1 got a point. And I'm not saying he don't have a point, but the finger wagging and the beating over the head of it, and it's every single time. Like, in my opinion, if you start being a finger wagger and a pastor on everything, at some point that's a gimmick to me. I'm just going to be honest, because you could come with other raps and other things to talk about. You ain't got to be on the left side of everything all the time. I like the battle. I thought it was a great battle. All right, I thought it was a pivotal moment. Another pivotal moment in hip-hop, right? I feel like rap in and of itself is going to go one way and then it's going to go another way. It's not going to always be all bad. It's not going to always be all good. And I think somewhere in the middle, this is what it's going to always be. It's never going to be one thing or the other. And for you to come in all the time, everything that happens, everything that we cheer, you come in with the how wrong it is. You guys, da-da-da. I think it's a gimmick. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm open to the conversation. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Head over to black-yeti.com. All right? Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.